sorry about all the technical difficulties yesterday. It took me 6 hours to upload a video. It was crazy. Which might be a metaphor for something, but I don't know. Mom, who some of you have heard her stories before, she went through the playlist, because some of the stories are quite dark, but this one wasn't. When I was in 6th grade, I think. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to speak up. I've moved the mic. Long-standing trouble with my voice, and it's as a result of this illness. So I apologize. I've gotten mics and they haven't linked up with my phone. Anyway, technical difficulties are there, and I'll do the best I can. And I appreciate your patience. Mom. So I was in 6th grade. My teacher was a very severe woman. I mean, she was just sharp and severe and looked severe, very strict. And it was, they did parents' days with one parent coming to visit at a time. And it was Mom's Day. And I love my mom. I was pretty excited. She's not like other moms. She kind of broke the mold. So I went to a school where you had to wear a uniform. And, it was a blue jumper with a white shirt underneath and a navy belt and navy socks and Oxfords. And I hated it, and Mom knew I hated the uniform. I just wanted to, wear my own clothes. Anyway, so Mom came to the door. Miss Siemens opened the door. Mom's wearing a raincoat. And Miss Siemens says, "Can I take your coat?" And so Mom unbuttons her coat. There's this sort of gasp from everybody in the class, because she's wearing a version of the uniform. I mean, I don't even know how she put it together. The white shirt, Peter Pan collar, blue jumper, navy belt, navy socks, and instead of Oxfords, because I don't think she had them, she was wearing brown shoes, golf cleats on the bottom. At least that's how I remember it. And she played it straight. Just went to shake Miss Siemens' hand. Oh, oops, well, that was her name. And Miss Siemens just shook her hand. And like both of them had this poker face. Mom was fierce too. Miss Siemens had met her match, only where Miss Siemens was completely buttoned down, Mom was like a bit of a wild card. But she did that for us, because there we all were sitting in our uniform. This row of girls in the identical outfit. The boys' uniforms weren't quite as restrictive. So she was one of us. Amazing. I don't know what that has to do with it, and I had another idea, but I can't. Mom is like eclipsed it all. This is a new chapter, the last card in Major Arcana. The World card. It can sometimes signify something with a global impact, or somebody who lives at a great distance from you, or where distance is some sort of challenge that's about to be resolved. I don't know if you can see her, but there's a woman right in the portal. And it's kind of a series of, this is a portal, and she's holding the world which almost looks like a amniotic sac or something, because it's about the next phase. There are butterflies all around here. It can be something that happened in Capricorn time. And timing is, take all timing and gender and details like that with a grain of salt. It's a general reading. Everybody's situation is different, but we're following a common thread: temperance. Speaking of timing, this is a divine timing overseen by the angelic presence. This is Arc Mike, really the only arc I'm familiar with. It's a card of Sagittarius, and the blend of the two. Here it's like at the confluence of these two rivers. It's kind of X marks the spot. The blend of the two cups. Sun, moon, which I'd never noticed before. In the background there, at the source of these two, not identical, but meandering, mirroring paths. There's the sun, there's the moon. So it's big, these are big energies. These are, it may be playing out in 3D life, but it's the source is, maybe as it always is, cosmic and strong and like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, wow. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Somebody who may be ready to express their feelings, but they feel terrifically vulnerable. So we have Temperance followed by Magician. Third major arcana in a row. Big energies. This is the ability to manifest, a balance of all the energies on the table. The balance. And manifesting some kind of breakthrough. Some kind of breakthrough. I mean, this is big. This is big. Capricorn, Sag, Virgo, Gemini. Well, I don't even believe this. I refuse to believe. Hierophant, underworld card. I'm seeing this as the map. Higher power somehow channeling to you the information to find your way to the center and then back out. It's like the peaceful center after some, because see, these are not straight lines. We're not dealing with linear time. We're dealing with divine timing. And the cosmic map. And both these two have the rainbow. You're divinely protected. Oh my goodness. Tower. Maybe from some unforeseen, dramatic. There's the tower, there's the lightning bolt, and it's so small I can barely see it, but up in the sky there is a comet. Here is the new day. There's the dove. There's some kind of fissure that's going to involve a release of energy, a release of emotional energy. You know, like if something had been bottled up in terms of feelings, you know, the deep ones, the deep, deep feelings, the Scorpio energy. There's going to be because there's already a fissure, there's already almost like a path for this piece to be released. The dove in both images. It's about sort of almost like a high level, you know, cosmic sense of direction. And Tower is often a surprise and something beyond our control. Is there another here? No, this one. Okay. Under Magician, 5 of Wands. Again, to me, this is a card of protection. You know, 5 of Wands isn't usually that. It can be a card of struggle, working something out, competition. But here this person is kind of safe at the center, almost like safe at the center. And I didn't see it till right now, but the volcano here, the volcano here. This person might be a Sag. There's going to be some upheaval. And this person is protected somehow. Protected. And I'm hearing like the angelic fixer. I'm not sure what that means. So we have King of Cups. Does that go here? King of Cups on Hierophant. Hierophant can be a marriage. Or like a spiritual connection, let's put it that way. This guy's crown chakra is receiving some sort of download, some sort of map to do with feelings, who he loves and how to connect with this person. Could be a Scorpio. It's Scorpio energy, let's put it that way. I hate to tag it to a sign. I mean, I will and I do, but I find that not a good way to decide if this is your reading. On 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords. I think this is somebody who's protected from pain, from a memory of pain, and maybe the memory that's been keeping them from connections because they felt too raw and too vulnerable. But they're in king status now. They're kind of above the fray. You know, this can be in a card of the fray. You know, of being protected from some kind of upheaval. And I see this as the individual is closing their eyes, kind of covering their eyes. It's almost like, you know, if I don't look, I won't be triggered. The memory won't be reactivate, you know, I won't be a post-traumatic kind of thing. I won't be reliving this. I won't be reliving this. On World, Ten of Pentacles. On an Earth energy card, the world is Capricorn. The big portal. And look at this. There's a portal basically away. It's kind of a doorway, as World card is. And there's a key, a tiny little key, right under them. Almost disguised, camouflaged. And there's, in this motif, in the bower, in this environment, Pentacles can speak to a place. There are roses and there are thorns in the form of the Three of Swords image. This is a card of family, of long-term relationship, of stability. In 3D, it's a, you know, it's a safe place. And that double portal image, it's like the archetypal portal is reflected in the 3D portal. There's some kind of interface between the two. That's the opening. 3D life and so, because it's a card of Capricorn, the world includes 3D life, but it's such a dramatic shift in the psyche. I mean, this is pretty dramatic here. It might be too that, well, let's clarify it first. Is it this one? On Magician, Three of Pentacles. Card of, you know, let's work on this together. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Maybe let's work at creating a home together, cooperating on with some kind of raw material. Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords is 6, which in Major Arcana is Lovers. And I'm not sure if this was blown up by the tower. Let's find out. Let's find out. This one? Prince of Wands. I see this as somebody, you know, like bravely entering the scene, and it's kind of a mess. They're coming into something has already collapsed, and they're coming in. Maybe to the rescue? Maybe for some, I don't know what that is. Prince of Wands. Page of Wands. You know, it might be that it's the tower comes down and it's opening up a new way forward, Wands energy. And I'm hearing Wu Wei. I can't even define it, but it's a cool concept. These two. I think that, you know, the big energies of your psyche and of the cosmic mind are not in cahoots, but that's what I'm hearing, in cahoots to bring about dramatic change, Tower. And in this shakeup, you're protected. But you may be experiencing anxiety and fear and deja vu. Oh my God, it's happening again. Temperance, please. Wow. Emperor. Another major arcana. Card of Aries. Action taking. To boldly go, you know, to take control. Remember I said that Tower is something beyond our control? In the same fire energy as Emperor. It's almost like it's sort of like a fire truck. Coming to the rescue in the wake of this tower. Divine masculine. And there's temperance is a balance, a blend. You know, here we have black horse, white horse, which is also in traditional Rider-Waite, appears in the Chariot card. And Wands energy is about forward movement. And Emperor does things. But he's moving forward in a balanced way. As the Chariot does, it's like all feet on the ground, or you know, everything heading in the same direction now. There's cooperative energy that allows for this. I don't know. I like the energy. I don't know that I can explain it very well. I'm going to gently move this a little bit. Okay. Tell us about Tower, please. Tower is sudden and it can be frightening or unsettling on a very deep level, but it's always a liberation too. You know, we were meant for bigger, better things than to be bottled up or trapped in some situation we've outgrown. Powerful read. Another card of Aries, the willingness to take the leap into the unknown. And it's kind of like I want to discover, you know, in old maps, they'd map what they could and then they'd mark a territory. There'd be dragons beyond this place. And here there's this crocodile. There'd be dragons beyond this place. And I think what Fool is doing is kind of taking a shortcut, leaping right over what I think scared them before. The fear of getting hurt, again, of repeating some cycle. This is card of the new, the 0 card, first card in the major arcana. So we do have a kind of bookended reading. Last card, and then first card. It's like we're cycling back to some new beginning. There's a kind of shortcut in this map, you know, in the map that's been imprinted on you by your higher power. They're showing you a shortcut. Is this it? Two of Cups. You know, leaping over some you know, there be dragons beyond this place. This person is taking the leap anyway into the unknown, toward Two of Cups. I think there's great courage involved and a certain degree of risk. It's sort of like betting everything on this. Ten of Pentacles. With great confidence, Emperor energy, that we can do this. And Temperance is a card of alchemy. You mix these two things and sometimes there's an explosion. Okay. One more. Is it this? Two of Cups, Judgment. This may be one of the most action-packed readings I've ever done in terms of the psyche's change. Some sort of shift on the deepest level. A second chance. With the King of Cups. And I'm getting the feeling, because this is full energy, it's brand new, that this may not be the person you expect it to be. Because this is also a card of new life. It might be the old relationship, but it's playing out in a very different way. It could go the distance. You know, and that's not for all of us. I mean, I did a reading yesterday about the Valentine's Day message. I didn't get it. But, you know, so I'm with you. If this is a frustrating situation, but the universe is trying to give you some kind of map, or has given this King of Cups the map. How to get to their Two of Cups. Two of Swords. There's been a block. There's been a block in sword energy because somebody doesn't want to go through that hurt again. And there's been two ways of looking at it. Something about the flip side. The flip side. It might be like another perspective. Is it this? King of Pentacles. That's somebody landing on their feet, taking a stand. There was a protest song in the 60s, We Shall Not Be Moved. You know, taking a stand, planting the flag, or something like that. Four of Swords. I think if there'd been a block, a kind of roadblock to this We got a lot of path imagery here, maps and forward movement and that indecision, that Two of Swords, that kind of, I'm of two minds, I'm trying to decide. Somebody needed to heal, regain their stability after this. Yeah, I'm a little lost. And somebody else is a little lost. Like their sense of direction was skewed. So they had to go into quiet time, like a celestial timeout, so they could receive this download and, you know, heal the memory of pain. Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot of stability here. I looked, so I have to take it. There's a lot of stability here. Independence. You know, there's the card of Ten of Pentacles and Temperance, the blend, the family, the long-term partner. And the surprise might be you've been living like this, and suddenly there's this opportunity for this massive change. Scorpio energy, the Tower, change. And it may disrupt your home life. Or there's a tear in the space-time continuum. Something really dramatic, this Tower energy. But you're good. Nine of Pentacles, nine speak to the self. You're stable, you're unshakable somehow. You're protected, Five of Wands. Temperance card. From whatever goes down. You still have ground under your feet. And it's almost like you've passed into a place of stability and safety. You're kind of being, it's as if I'm getting the image of somebody being, of a midwife. Somebody who will help you in this transition. You know that when you're pregnant and labor, there's the period called transition, which is a little bit shaky, like Tower. But I'm seeing this now as a card of birth. You know, emotional renewal. Giving birth to, well, yourself, for one. But there's a second life here. A willingness to risk. You know, that alligator is a real and present danger. But there's some, sorry, Jesus. There's some way around it. See what I mean? The voices. There's a way around this upheaval. Emperor's gonna find it and take it. Take control, you know, take the way around. It's not shortcut, really. It's whatever gets you there. I'll do whatever I have to do to get there. I'm in fire energy, a card of the future. you know, somebody asked in the, okay, asked in the comments, can you give it a time frame? And it's really tricky in tarot to do that. First of all, it's not like a, always there's a nod to free will, has to be, and a taking into consideration circumstance. A lot can happen on the way, you know, so I don't think there's a way to put a pin in it except to default to divine timing, which, you know, but looky, 10 of Cups. That's pretty amazing. We have not these last clarifiers are 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups. There may be some kind of travel involved, a relocation, somebody may be coming towards you, or there may be an answer to a prayer. Something's opening up. You know, I was talking about the birth thing. You know, it's almost like this is the cervix, or the celestial cervix. There will be help. There will be some equivalent of a midwife. That may be you. And I don't know what about the mom situation, except this is a card of the authentic self. Somebody who's confident, who it's ordinarily a card of authenticity, and mom appeared in a costume, but she was trying to say something about, you know, stepping out of the comfort zone. It's like, I'm protected. I don't need to, you know, I'm not one of the kids you can bully into wearing a uniform. I'm a grown-ass woman, and I'll, you know, it's almost like it was performance art or something. Extremely creative and rebel message to the authority figure, the one who wants things to go just so, who's strict, and it's like blowing that wide open. Yeah. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Emperor, Hierophant, big energies, Magician. I think you may have manifested this seismic change, that Tower energy, the seismic release. It may not appear in the way you expected it. It may be a surprise. But I think it's a positive surprise. It's kind of greeted with rapture, joy. Divine timing for this connection. And it may be a surprise who this person is. Maybe somebody you've known a long time, but it's still a surprise. You're ready to work with this person. Something's been healed. Okay. I'll see you next time. Yeah, subscribe if you would, if you haven't already. And thank you for showing up, and I'm glad you're part of the team. Till next time. Oh, we're just not shutting off.